Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Bionano Genomics BNGO stock. We will start by talking about two investing strategies that can be used on this stock and which strategy I think is the better option for long-term investors. We will also discuss what the BNGO stock price targets are according to analysts, how much BNGO's target market is currently worth, how valuable their addressable market can be worth in the future, and how much of that market Bionano Genomics can actually capture. Lastly, we will go over some BNGO stock news and my personal BNGO stock price predictions along with the strategy that I use to make money off of this stock. Go and press the like button right now for more stock news updates. Comment down below what you think of BNGO stock. Turn on subscription notifications if you are new, and now let's get straight into the video. Bionano Genomics stock fell almost 7% today but regained around 1.5% after hours. This was surprising because BNGO had good news come out recently because they have been added to the Russell 2000 small cap index. The CEO of Bionano Genomics commented on their inclusion into the Russell indexes, and he says this, and I quote, "Inclusion in the Russell indexes enhances the visibility of our company as we continue to grow the installed base of Sapphire and potentially build the next great genomics company." One of the reasons for the BNGO stock price falling today was because it's giving back some of its gains because it was originally boosted from the good news of ticker symbol NTLA, which reported its first successful treatment of CRISPR gene editing therapy on an internal organ. This is great news for gene editing companies, so CRISPR Therapeutics and ticker name EDIT also rallied from this fantastic news. Right now, let's focus on the fact that BNGO stock has officially been added to the Russell 2000 index as of June 28th. This guarantees that BNGO will remain in this index for at least 1 year. And the best part about this is that ETFs that track the Russell 2000 and Russell 3000 indexes will be forced to purchase BNGO shares and stock to mimic them. This will help BNGO stock and their technology to be seen by more small cap investors due to the amount of exposure that they will receive from being included in these indexes. The CEO of Bionano Genomics had to say this about this news, and I quote, "We are pleased Bionano has been added to the Russell indexes, which means Bionano's share performance is now included in a leading benchmark for institutional investors. We believe this milestone is a reflection of the growing awareness of optical genome mapping, the significant process our business is making towards OGM being part of routine use in genome analysis, including cytogenomics, and another step forward in expanding awareness of Bionano among institutional investors." End quote. This is fantastic news for BNGO stockholders because not only will this put BNGO stock on the radar of many institutional investors, it will also help Bionano Genomics technology to be spread at a much faster rate because more investors are inclined to talk about it. Investment managers and institutions use the Russell indexes for benchmarks when comparing their active investing and trading activities. Around $10.6 trillion worth of assets are benchmarked against the Russell's US indexes. So this is a very big deal and a very positive step forward for Bionano Genomics. Many investors dismiss BNGO stock as a meme stock or a day trade mainly because it started out as a 50-cent stock and surged above $7.50 in a very short amount of time. However, I have been reporting on this stock since it was worth pennies because I saw and still see great potential in BNGO's Sapphire optical genome mapping technology. The two ways I see how people can play this stock is either they can wait for the stock to experience a short squeeze, or they can wait for a pullback and then invest. So let's compare these strategies. To start off, this might be decided based on the type of investor you are. For instance, if you are a short-term investor, feel free to wait for a short squeeze, and if you are a long-term investor, you are probably already in the stock to experience the short squeeze if it happens anyway. However, what about if you want to enter this stock now, or if you want to average out your price? Well, this can depend on how lucrative you view their market. So let's look at the data. According to Grand View Research, the global genomics market was worth $20 billion in 2020. It's projected to hit $23.5 billion this year, and it can be worth $62.9 billion by 2028. So clearly BNGO has some great long-term potential. The only problems with the stock are that the subreddit Wall Street Bets seems to like the stock, so anticipate major volatility. Short squeezes also mainly end in a crash after it squeezes, so remember to take profits if Wall Street Bets decides to squeeze the stock. And BNGO also does not have FDA approval, so it can only be used for research purposes right now, which limits their addressable market to $700 million to $1 billion this year. The short percentage of their float is around 14% with a 1.62 short ratio, which means that short traders need less than 2 days for them to cover their positions. Also, BNGO stocks get traded so often, with around 14 million to 23 million shares being traded daily, so the shorts are not sweating a drop. Between buying into BNGO now to catch a potential short squeeze or waiting for a dip to buy in or average down, I would have to say waiting is the best option for long-term holders. Even if the short squeeze does take place, the stock will most likely crash afterwards, which will provide a great entry point or an opportunity to average down on your average price. Bionano Genomics has undeniably great technology, and FDA approval would make them even better. Bionano Genomics technology has even performed better than Pacific Biosciences technology, which is another great genomics company. In my opinion, the whole genomics industry is extremely lucrative, so buying an ETF like ARKG could also be a great long-term move. Even with Bionano Genomics' amazing technology, the problem is BNGO stock is very expensive right now compared to their revenues, even after being upgraded by analysts. BNGO's projected revenue for 2021 is $16.1 million, and in 2022, their revenues could reach $36.3 million. This is great revenue growth, and the growth rate is very solid. However, the problem comes when the stock price is trading loads higher than even those statistics. Bionano Genomics enterprise value trades at 89 times forward sales and 159 times trailing sales, which is not good. However, BNGO stock has all buy ratings from 4 analysts in the last 3 months, with the low end price target coming in at $10, the average price target coming in at $11.50, and the high end price target coming in at $14, with my personal BNGO stock price prediction coming in at over $15. But what do you all think? Comment your thoughts down below, like this video right now, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.